Corey West versus John Brzenk, the gorilla versus the goat. Welcome to the video, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News. So who is going to win this match? In this video, we are going to try to predict the outcome of this match. And of course, it is a very important match for both of the athletes. For Corey West, it is obvious reason who wouldn't like to get a win over the GOAT John Brzenk. And for John Brzenk, if he beats Corey West, it will prove that he can still hang out with high level super heavyweights and not just the top elite level guys in his own weight category. If we talk about their strengths, let's first talk about John Brzenk. John Brzenk is one of the most versatile and experienced arm wrestlers in the world. The most. I'm not sure if I should use the word one of the. He is the most. He has a great pronation. At this age, he might be lacking some power inside a hook, but his pronation is still good. His side pressure is awesome. Possibly more than what it was in 2014 and 2015. If we talk about John's weaknesses, there is no clear path to beat John Brzenk. It is not like if you get him in a hook, you are going to beat him, or if you take his wrist, you are going to beat him. There is no clear path. King's move might be one weakness of John Brzenk, but I don't think Corey West can King's move in this match. So let's talk about Corey West now. His strength is his ungodly, explosive strength. I wouldn't say just strength because there are many arm wrestlers more powerful than him if the match stops. But his explosive strength is one of the top in the world. And his obvious weakness is his endurance, which is not very good. And if he gets stopped in a hook, it is really difficult for him to get out of there. We have seen him not compete, but practice pull against John Brzenk after he already won a tournament. John Brzenk kind of stopped him in a hook. That practice pull was more than 1.5 years ago, maybe 20 months ago from now. But John was not even back from retirement. He wasn't even competing at that time. He was just off the couch and beer drinking John Brzenk. Still, he was able to stop Corey West inside a hook. But right now, Corey West is a lot stronger, and so is John Brzenk. That if the progression of both of these athletes are kind of equal, then maybe John Brzenk has the edge. But Corey West has shown that he can be really difficult to stop, especially outside of straps. Krasimir Kostadinov. Okay, let's first talk about their previous matches. Corey West lost to Alex Kurdecha. Before that, he defeated Krasimir Kostadinov. And before that, he lost to Todd Hutchings 3-2. We are talking about high-level super matches. So it isn't like his winning record or his competitive record is really great. He lost to two high-level arm wrestlers, and Krasi, yes, at that time he was ranked really high, but his position, his ranking in the world was kind of doubtful, and he was almost twice the size of Krasimir Kostadinov. But he just blew through him. 3-0, it wasn't even close. And even during the after pulls, he was beating Krasi even inside the straps. After some pulls, he got tired, and then Krasi put the brakes on him, and then he defeated him in the practice pulls. And Krasimir has a winning record over John Brzenk. That says a lot. But I think John Brzenk is much better at slipping. John wouldn't try to hook him, the mistake that Krasi did. Maybe John can slip him by going back, or maybe John is just crazy. He wants to try different things, the hardest things usually. So maybe he jumps in a hook with Corey West, which can be a bad decision. And let's now talk about John Brzenk's previous matches. He has won all of his previous super matches except for the one against Devon Larratt. So I think there are only two ways this match can go. Corey West goes through John Brzenk in the first and maybe even the second rounds very comfortably. I don't think there is any chance that John stops Corey West in the first round. I don't think it is going to happen. And after that, maybe after Corey gets tired, because John Brzenk may not be fast at this age, but he's really good at negating the speed of his opponents. He kind of made Zoloev look slow, and Zoloev is really explosive. So I don't know how John does it, but his ability to stop the speed, to stop the explosiveness, which can be very beneficial against Corey, is very high. So the first possible outcome is Corey West goes through John Brzenk 3-0. It is not close. Second possible outcome is Corey West goes through John Brzenk in the first or maybe even the second round. Then John puts him in a hook and beats him. I don't think in the first couple of rounds, John can top roll him. Maybe after Corey is really tired, the score is 2-2. Maybe then John Brzenk can take his wrist. But I don't think John can do what Alex Kurdecha did, take his wrist in the second round. Even Alex was not able to do that in the first round. This match is really difficult for me to predict. Sometimes I'm leaning towards 3-0 Corey West because of his explosiveness. Then I remind myself that Corey was injured a couple of weeks ago against Alex Kordecha. Maybe that plays a role. But Corey West, I think he told us that he's okay. He will be fine for the match. But it can be close. Maybe John can stop him, but I'm having a really hard time believing that. And I want to address one thing that I've been hearing a lot from a lot of YouTubers, especially Ryan Bowen in the past few months, past 6-7 months, that John Brzenk is again at the verge of top 10 in the world. He's already top 10 in the world. And I'm like, how? I'm not saying he isn't or he can't be, but I'm just saying there is zero proof of that. Like, who did John Brzenk beat after his comeback who was top 20 in the world? Was Paul Lin top 20? Was Chan Shaw top 20 in the world? Was Dimitri Kechen top 20 in the world? Devonlet was, but he defeated John 6-0. And was Zoloev top 20 in the world? Was the Georgian, how can I forget his name? Zurab Tabridze, was he top 20 in the world? So I think if you are claiming that someone is top 10, at least he should have defeated one guy from the top 20 list in the world, which I don't think John has. Maybe I'm forgetting a name, but I don't think he has beaten. So again, I'm not saying he isn't, but there is zero proof that he is. And Corey West's win over Krasi is much bigger than any of the wins John Brzenk has got so far in the last couple of years. So with that being said, I still think maybe there is a chance that John Brzenk can make a comeback after being down 2-0, but I would go with Corey West 2-0. Please watch the event for free on Michael Todd's YouTube channel, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9th of July. Thank you very much. Subscribe. Bye-bye.